My name is Gresham Collom. I'm the Residential Learning Advisor for University Housing. So the Residential Learning Advisor is a graduate assistantship. I work on the main floor along with the Associate Director, and our 3 assistant directors. My grad role is kind of doing a little bit of each of their jobs. So one of my primary responsibilities is advising the Student Conduct Board. Our Student Conduct Board on campus is a group of students that hear conduct cases from people who have allegedly violated our policy on campus. And I work with the Student Conduct Board to hear cases and then decide through a conduct process whether the alleged person is responsible or not responsible. So also for that role, I was in charge of training those students, and then I'm in charge of ongoing training throughout the year. I also am a advisor for RHA. There are 3 advisors that work with them, and I work with the co-programmers, which are our 2 executive board members that are in charge of programming events for the entire residential community. So for that role, I'm in charge of organizing Little Sips Weekend, organizing Whitewater's Got Talent, and then organizing other events. And I work with my 2 co-programmers to help them reserve rooms, work out budgets for those activities, other activities like that. Also, I supervise our 4th floor of Goodhue, which is a floor of 30 students. So I oversee them and my RA, James Zimmerman. That's the only floor I have, so I'm in charge of all conduct up there, any policy violation, any programming, anything that goes on for that floor. That floor is only active for 1 semester during the year, so I'll be overseeing that in the fall of 2016. And then spring of 2016, it'll go back to guest housing, and I'll just focus on the conduct board and RHA as well. Also, I kind of get some miscellaneous jobs that are included in my job description. For example, upcoming is Boxes and Walls. I'm in charge of marketing for that, and I'm in charge of room setup and tear down for that event as well. And just kind of whatever Terry or Christina need that they don't have time for is kind of what they assign to me or their interns. The most rewarding, or actually, where do you see yourself in 5 years? So my plan after this year is to get a housing job, a live-in position at a larger university like Whitewater, Eau Claire, Minneapolis, something like that. And then I want to go back for my PhD in about 4 years. So I see myself really, pursuing my PhD, doing a research assistantship along with that, and kind of on the track to becoming a faculty member, teaching higher education because I really enjoy theory. I enjoy not just the practical side of it, but also the scholarly side. The most rewarding part of my job is seeing students grow and develop, especially in the conduct board. Is I get to have a conversation with students, the people that have allegedly violated policy, about their choices and the decisions they make, and how to be the most successful student they can be going forward. And then I also get to have those same conversations with people on the conduct board. So I sit on both sides of the table and I help those students grow, I like to think, and I see it happen firsthand. It's really rewarding. The most stressful part about my job is that it is a 24-hour job. I could get a call at any minute that I need to do this now. Or I have a student that's in a crisis and I need to help them now. So that's stressful, but it comes with the job, and I think it's rewarding too, as being that go-to person. I like being that person that people have to go to. What is my why? So my why for what I do is that I want to make a difference in my life. I enjoyed, I was a business major for a year, criminal justice major, I graduated with, and I've never really found a job that I think I'm making a difference until I started working in residence life in other student affairs positions. I worked as a new orientation assistant at Eau Claire and international student orientation assistant, and I found my why there is because I got to see students grow and experience the best 4 years of their life with college, and I got to be a part of that. And I wanted to continue being a part of that moving forward, which is why I decided to come to grad school, so I could continue making a difference and I continue seeing students grow and being a part of that experience for them.